When I arrived at STS, I was amazed, and I can still remember this, about the warmth of the community and the sense of safety and happiness and excitement that was in this community that I had just become a part of.
Chris is somebody that sees the positive things in life, but he does so with a twinkle in his eye.
He finds ways to address challenges in a meaningful way and also with a sense of humour.
He's not a guy who just kind of says, well, we should do this, should do that. He's willing to dig in right away and take on a leadership role and make sure it gets done.
When I'm flying my airplane and I finish a trip, I have a wonderful feeling of accomplishment. And in the very same way as I've had the honor of participating in supporting STS over the years, I've also had similar feelings where we've been able to think about a project, create the project, execute it, and then look at it after and realize the feeling of accomplishment and the impact that that's going to now have on the children.
I think Chris is a fantastic role model for our children. We can tell our children all we want, all the great things that we think they should be doing, but there's nothing like actually walking the walk, and Chris does that every day.
It's very, very important for me to do what I can to help ensure the sustainability and viability and success of STS as it moves into the future, because I see what it did for me as a young person, and I'm seeing right now what it's doing for my children.
I think Chris has had an enormous impact on STS. He's been involved for so many years.
Chris started off knowing about the school, becoming involved as a parent, and you know that parents at STS are encouraged to give their time and expertise to the school, and Chris certainly became involved very, very quickly. He is giving back in spades, and we would wish that of all our alumni.
His impact really started with his involvement in the outdoor program.
What I really benefited from was participating in the outdoor program, which is what it was called in that day. Those experiences I had in the outdoor program pushed our boundaries and created learning opportunities that just are not possible in the classroom.
The thing that strikes me the most is his stewardship of the environment.
I'm particularly passionate about supporting the development of the outdoor environment here at STS.
Chris undertook to do things like look at the water usage, and we've been able to cut water usage by over 50%. The parking lot wasn't very well laid out, and he redesigned that and got that in order.
The pond has come back to life, and Chris has brought his engineering experience, expertise to that project and to other projects. Perhaps one of his, I'm not even sure you'd call it, but the crowning achievement, Aspen Lodge.
When Chris does something, he does it in style and with great conviction.
What I'm most proud of, though, I think, is participating in the strategic planning process at the school. Having the opportunity to participate with the community in determining the direction of where our school is going has been a fantastic process, and it has been a great honor to be involved in that.
I think Dr. Jones's letter that came out in January was very, very specific, and the term that resonated with me was Chris has given exemplary service.
He cares deeply about the school, cares deeply about the students, and is willing to commit his time and his resources and his knowledge to help the school.
Chris stands out in terms of the success, the level of involvement, and the ability to really achieve tremendous results.
And not many people are able to give back in the kind of ways of the breadth that Chris has.
I think Chris is such a well-rounded volunteer. He's a real fixer. He sees an issue and he feels that he can add value to fix it. So he rolls up his sleeve and jumps in and comes up with some really great solutions.
Often when you talk these type of awards, you're always looking at the past. What's important in this case is Chris is very involved now, and he's going to be the key guy to deliver what we're doing in the future.
I would tell current students at STS to seek out opportunities to be a leader, whether it's in your classroom, in your family, in your community, or out in the world when you go out and travel. I also hope that students cherish their time at STS It's a wonderful place to be, and it's an amazing time in their life.
I'd like to thank Chris for everything he does for the school, what he does for the students. I say for me, it's been a sincere pleasure working alongside of Chris on some of our volunteer activities.
Congratulations, Chris. You're a great and deserving, distinguished alumnus.
Chris, I'm so very, very proud of you, and I so wish that your parents could be here to see you receive this award. They would be so proud of you, just like Hallie, Mason, and I are, and I just admire and respect you so much.
Congratulations and thanks, and don't stop.
Chris, could you stay around for many more years? Because we could all benefit from your service and the skills and enthusiasm you bring to the school.